Welcome to the Taiwan language episode, a podcast for learning and insights in Mandarin and Taiwanese. I'm your host, Yasmin. In Taiwan, we have an educational system with a different path for students to choose from, ranging from elementary school all the way to university. And the choices students make are based on what they are interested in and what kind of job they want in the future. Now, let me take you through the different stages of education here in Taiwan and share some of my own thoughts on it. First, from elementary school all the way to high school, education is compulsory here. Students start elementary school at the age of 6, and they spend 6 years there. During these 6 years, they learn basic subjects like Chinese, math, science, and social studies. When they start learning Chinese, they start with B, P, M, F, which are the phonetic symbols. After elementary school, students move on to junior high school for 3 years. In junior high, they continue learning the basic subjects, but also add new ones like English, physics and chemistry, history, and geography. When they finish junior high, they have to decide, do they want to go to senior high school, a vocational school, or a 5-year junior college? These choices are the first steps toward preparing for their future careers. Senior high school is the academic path where students keep studying more academic subjects to prepare for university. If a student wants to start working earlier or knows their future job will match a vocational school's curriculum, then vocational school is a better fit. These schools focus on industry-related subjects like electronics, catering, and business. There is also a unique option, 5-year junior colleges. These schools focus on technical and vocational training, where students learn professional knowledge for 5 years, and after graduation, they can either enter the workforce or continue their studies. Students who go to vocational school and want to continue their education can later move on to 2-year junior colleges or technical universities. The 2-year junior colleges emphasize practical learning, and students get plenty of internship opportunities to prepare for the workforce. At the end of all this, students can get a bachelor's degree, which is similar to a university degree. Taiwan's universities are 4 years long, and they are divided into academic and practical tracks, like engineering or business schools, and students choose based on what interests them. So that's a quick rundown of Taiwan's education system. Now I want to share a personal experience I had in this system. I remember back in the summer of my 2nd year in senior high school. The school told us that there would be a mock exam, and the results would decide if we would stay in our original class after summer break. At that time, I was in the school's only elite class. But to be honest, my grades were always in the bottom half of the class of 50 students. I often felt like I was being left behind. When I heard about this mock exam, I was really nervous, thinking, if I don't try harder, I might be kicked out of this class. During that time, I was so focused on study. I joined a last-minute study group with a few classmates, and we met in the library every day from 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning until 8 or 9 o'clock in the evening, even discussing questions while eating. Although we said, "It's fine," out loud, we were all under huge pressure. Those days, I felt like a little soldier with my books, secretly worrying, is all this effort really going to pay off? When the results came out, my heart was racing. When I saw my name near the bottom of the list, I was shocked. I never had a ranking this bad. It's like being punched in the stomach. On the way home, my eyes were red, feeling like my hard work hadn't been recognized. I was so mad at myself and disappointed. But then, when I moved to the non-elite class, I found that the environment actually allowed me to relax. The teachers were less strict, and surprisingly, I started getting full marks in the regular exams. After the summer break, the school did another exam to sort the classes again. This time, I went in with a relaxed attitude. Didn't even open my books before the exam, and didn't expect to return to the elite class. But guess what? I ended up being 10th in the whole school. And so, I was moved back to the elite class. This experience made me realize how much pressure Taiwan's education system places on students. Sometimes the pressure stops students from truly reaching their potential. At least, in my case, that's true. How about you? What was your experience with the education system? Did it ever limit your ability to explore other talents? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. In today's episode, I share the subjects taught in schools. I would like to introduce them to you. So now let's learn the subjects in Taiwanese. Mandarin, 国语, 国语, Mathematics, 數學, 數學, Science, 自然, 自然, Social Studies, 社會, 社會, English, 英文, 英文, Physics and Chemistry, 理化, 理化, History, 歷史, 歷史. And now let me introduce the Taiwanese educational system in Taiwanese. Senior high school, 高中, 高中. Vocational high school, 高職, 高職. 5-year junior college, 五專, 五專. And now let's review today's Taiwanese vocabulary. 國語, 數學, 自然, 社會, 英文, 理化, 歷史, 高中, 高職, 五專. So that wraps up what I wanted to share today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you like this podcast, I would be so grateful if you could leave a 5-star review on your favorite listening platform. And feel free to share this podcast with your friends. It really helps more people discover this podcast. If you would love to support my work, you can buy me a cup of coffee. Every bit helps keep this podcast going and allows me to keep creating helpful language learning resources. To enrich your learning experience, I also create a study guide in both Chinese and Taiwanese. You will get a full transcript in Chinese with pinyin and Taiwanese with both romanization and local phonetic symbols. The study guide also includes a key vocabulary, reading comprehension questions with answer keys, and a few bonus questions to help you think deeper about the topic. You can become a member to access these study guides. They are a great way to preview before a new episode drops or review after listening. And don't miss the vocabulary-rich episode, a new series released every 2 weeks on the SoundOn, Spotify, and Ko-fi platforms. Each episode highlights 10 essential vocabulary words based on that week's topic, plus 5 practical everyday sentences to help you use what you've learned with confidence. All the links and details are in the show notes below. Thanks again for tuning in, and I hope you will join me again next time on Taiwan language episode. Until next time, bye bye!